celebrating 75 years of service to education. Bal Bharti Public School.
Good morning, all of you. Today we will learn one more topic, that is merits and demerits of partnership. So in last class we have learned what is the meaning of partnership and what are the features of partnership. So again we will revise what is partnership. So partnership is an association of two or more persons who willingly agree to carry on some lawful business jointly and share the profit and losses of the business. That means for partnership, two or more persons are required, and those persons who willingly agree, that means they enters into an agreement willingly for doing some lawful business for the purpose of sharing profit or losses. The next part is the merits of partnership. So first is ease of formation and closure. So partnership can be easily formed with agreement between two or more persons to carry on some lawful business. So easily by a simple agreement form can be opened and no legal formalities are required. And even registration of partnership firm, it is optional. It is not compulsory for the partners to get the firm registered. And closure or dissolution of firm is also very easy. The second is balanced decision making. So in partnership, according to area of specialization, each partner handles the business activities and can take correct decision with the consent of other partner. So in partnership, it happens that the partners, they are assigned their duty according to their area of specialization. They get the responsibility according to the area in which they are specialized. So that's why they can take correct decision with the consent of other partner. So as a result, decision making is more accurate and balanced. Then next is more funds. So in partnership, the capital is contributed by number of partners, and this helps in arranging more funds and expanding the business. Because we are knowing that in case of sole trade, only one person contributes the capital. In case of HUF, the business is run on ancestral property, and even if a new member is coming to the business by birth, the new member doesn't contribute any capital to the business. But in case of partnership, whenever the new member is admitted in the partnership firm, so they are supposed to contribute some capital to the firm according to the profit sharing ratio. So that's why the partnership firms are able to arrange more funds as compared to sole trade and HUF. And sharing of risk. So risk is shared by all the partners, and that's why this reduces the burden on individual partner. Just like take the example of sole trade. The sole trader has to bear all the burdens and all the risk. But in case of partnership, as number of persons are more, so that's why the risk is shared by all the partners. Then secrecy. A partnership firm is not legally bound to publish its account. Just like sole trade and HUF, they are also not supposed to publish their account. But since they are not legally bound to publish their account, the firm, they can keep the account and the other matter secret within them. The next part we will see the demerits of partnership. So first is unlimited liability. So in partnership firm, liability of all the partners are unlimited, which means the personal assets of the partner can be claimed by the creditors if the business assets are not sufficient for recovery of debts or liabilities. Then limited resources. So as there is restriction on number of partners, the firm cannot expand beyond a certain limit, because in partnership regarding number of partners, the maximum number of partners can be 50. So a partnership firm may arrange more resource than a sole trade or HUF, but again it can't expand beyond a certain limit because of restrictions on number of members, that is 50. Then conflict. So we are knowing that a partnership firm, it is run by group of person having right to manage and control business. Hence there is a possibility of conflict in case of difference in opinion. The number of members are there and different members, they may have the different opinions. That's why as different opinions exist, the possibility of conflict may be there in case of difference in opinion. Then next is a lack of continuity. So partnership comes to an end with the lunacy, retirement, death or insolvency of any of the partner. It will comes to an end. However, the remaining partner, they can continue the firm with a new agreement. So once the partner dies or retires or get insolvent, the partnership comes to an end, agreement become void. But those who are the remaining partner, they can continue the firm by a new agreement between themselves. Then last is lack of public confidence. So there is a lack of public confidence in partnership firm because it's not obligatory for the firm to publish the accounts. They don't show the account to the public. So that's why the public doesn't know anything about the assets, liabilities, working about the firm. So the public doesn't show much confidence in this type of firm.